We're back from Alaska. Today's videos, I'm gonna give you all the tips to have a perfect embarkation day. The first thing you need to do happens before you even get to the terminal, if you're smart, like me and Molly, and that is you download the Navigator app. Now, I'm not a super fan of the Navigator app. It's really tiny, hard to see, but you need it. You need it for all sorts of things. Your boarding pass is on it. You're not gonna get on the ship. Even if you print out your boarding passes, it's just gonna take longer because the boarding passes do not have a barcode on them like it does in the app. So you need the app. Now, we didn't fly through the line because it was a long line. But once we got to the front of the line, everything went quick and smooth. And that was because I'd already done all the check-ins online before I left home. Next, you want to be organized. And what I mean is have everything in one place close at hand. You're going to want to have something to carry the most important things right next to you, whether that is a fanny pack like I used, or you could use a passport carrier that you just can open, or there's even ones that you can hang around your neck. So in here, I have my phone, gotta have that, my passport, need that, cash, whatever cash you brought on board to give tips. My reading glasses are in here. So all that is what I need really to get on the ship. One tip that I got from a friend of mine who travels all the time is you want to have someone else in your party either have a copy of your passport or carry your passport card. So we gave all the passport cards to my husband Noah, and I carried the passports. That way they weren't in the same place. Our embarkation time was 11:40. Our plane arrived at 9 a.m. Next time I travel, I will follow the tips that all the travelers say, and that is to fly into your destination, your embarkation location, the day before. I didn't know any better, so it worked out, but in the future, I would do that. We get to the airport, and Molly had already researched that you can take a train to go from the airport to the docks. It only costs like $3.50 a person, which is much cheaper than an Uber, a taxi, or even the cruise transfer. So I was all up for saving a few dollars there. And remember, there's no traffic when you're on a train. We got off the train around 11 o'clock. It took us about 10 minutes to walk from the train to the docks to get in line and start the embarkation process. Our embarkation time was 11:40, but we went ahead, got in line, and in the end, it took us till about 12:30 when we're actually walking to get on the ship. Now, Molly and Cody and Noah and I, we waited over 3 hours to go see Rise of the Resistance at Disneyland. So waiting an hour and a half to get on our first cruise vacation was a snap. By the time that you are in line to embark onto the ship and go through customs, go through the line, you have already dropped off your bags. There's a place, big signs, drop your bags here. Good tip is to put your tags that you print out, they're paper, in a durable plastic sleeve like this one. That way it's not going anywhere and it will find its way to your cabin. You want to make sure that you have a day bag. Once you have dropped off your luggage, you're not going to see it again until like 3 o'clock. So in your day bag, you need to have everything that you need that you cannot live without. So if you have medications you can't live without, that's the first thing in your bag. Now remember, I already have all my documents in my pouch. I've got my passports, my tip money, things like that are this close to me. But in this bag, you'll want to have everything else. So medications, if you have any kind of iPad, you'll want to put that in there. You'll want to have some snacks. I recommend 2 bars or some other snack per person in the bag. You get hungry. When you're hungry in line, you get impatient. You get the idea. Bring snacks. In addition to that, you'll want to make sure you have water. So a refillable water bottle. Either carry it like this separately or put it in your bag. Since we were on an Alaskan cruise, I wasn't in a hurry to get my swimsuit on, to go to the pool, to hang out in the sun, even though I do have to say it was warm in Vancouver when we got on the ship. But If you are someone that likes to go in the pool right away, no matter where you're going, you'll want to make sure to put your swimsuit, your cover up in your bag, and don't forget the sunscreen. Once you are on the ship, reward yourself. Go get lunch. A tip from other travelers was to avoid the buffet, so we did, and we went to a restaurant called the Dive-In, which serves burgers, hot dogs, and fries. It was the first and last time that we ate at that restaurant, or that I ate at that restaurant. All the other food on the cruise was so good, but to me the burger tasted kind of like a cafeteria burger, and the fries were cold, which makes sense because you're cooking for so many people, but I'd rather try something else. After a drink or two, we headed down to our cabins to unpack. Our luggage was there. Our steward was in the hall. He greeted us, he said hello. So at that point, I was thinking about all the tips that I had in my video where I talked about tips and tricks to make your cabin comfortable. And lo and behold, there was a checklist with all the items that I talked about. So extra pillows, ice, when do you want it? You can get it in the morning and the nighttime. Extra hangers. The only thing that wasn't on here that I did request was an electric fan, and that was brought that day. Even though on this cruise on Cunningham of Holland America, there was plenty of drawer space to put things in drawers, we basically hung everything up because that's how we do it at home. So everything was hung up in the closets. Now, here's something to know about that. You want to do that the first day because those hangers in the closet with no clothes on them have nothing to bounce against except each other, and they make it noisy. So we noticed that not the first day because we were unpacked, but the last day when we had packed and put our bags out to be delivered in the morning. So here's what I'm going to do next time I'm on a cruise. On that disembarkation day, I'm going to ask the steward to take the hangers out of the closet. One of the last things that you have to do on embarkation day is to go to your muster drill. So the way it works on Holland America could not be easier. You watch the video on the TV in your stateroom, and then you go down to your muster station. They scan your key card, done. After going to the muster station, we went out to the ship. We went to go to the sail away party. The sail away party was crazy. There were so many people. It was so loud and kind of chaotic. So we decided that's not our scene for that day. So we headed to other places in the ship just to find a more calm, quiet place to have another drink. That first night, we decided to go to the main dining room. I am not a big buffet person, so we did end up eating in that main dining room every night, except for the one night that we had a specialty meal, and that was at the Pinnacle Grill. We ended up making a friendship with our server and actually servers, and they just made the whole experience of dining so great in addition to the delicious food. Remember, this is your cruise vacation. You're there to have fun your way. That means on that first day, you have a few checks that you must do, but the rest of it, it's all up to you. If you just want to sit in your cabin on your balcony and have a glass of wine, you do it. If you want to go to the festive party, the sail away party, do it. Do what you want. It's your first day. Make the most of it now that you are in the comfort of your ship. If you like this video, can you please like and subscribe to my channel? I love to see those numbers going up. It really makes my heart sing. Happy sailing!